Good morning everyone, hope you're all well. Right, today we are looking at noun phrases, okay, to how we identify them and how we use them and why they're really brilliant to use in all our big rights, okay. I've got a really simple sentence here. It says the cat slept by the fire. Now I hope that you can identify and tell me what is a cat and fire? Is it a noun, a verb, an adjective, or an adverb? And I know you will be screaming at me saying, they are both nouns. Absolutely. Now, a simple noun phrase would be the cat or the fire. You would have to have a noun in it and you will have a determiner before it. So we've got the cat, the fire. Both of those are noun phrases, simple ones. Okay. However, in your writing, we want you to use expanded noun phrases. So instead of saying the cat or the fire, it would be really good if you could put in, like you could expand that noun phrase. So here I've got some examples. You could say the old cat, a bit boring, the sleepy cat, the tired cat, the grey cat, slept by the warm fire, or like the roaring fire. That's a nice one. I would say the sleepy cat slept by the roaring fire. So there we had, I'll go back, okay, a very simple sentence with two nouns, and it was a simple noun phrase because they had the in front of it. So the cat and the fire, simple noun phrases, okay. We then went on to trying to expand the sentence and the noun phrase so that it actually sounds much better and it's a bit more complex, a sentence. Okay, so when you expand, you put an adjective in front of a noun, it will become an expanded noun phrase. Okay, if you have a look on this one, okay, look at the top one. I want you to just in your head say where are the nouns? Just the nouns. I sat on the golden sand and gazed at the blue sea. So remember, a noun, what is it? Place, person, thing. So what are those things? Out of those things, what would you actually see? And I hope you would say the sand and sea. If I look at the bottom one, again, which are the nouns? There were fluffy white clouds in the sky above, but they did not block the sun. I'll give you a second. How many nouns can you see in that sentence? I think I can see 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the top one. I was correct, sand and sea, and I did see 3. So we have clouds, sky and sun. Those are the nouns in that sentence, right? Now, if you look at this, you get these in tests a lot where you have to read a sentence and they will ask you to tick where the adjectives are. Now, what you need to do is you're going to have a look for things, adjectives, words that will describe a noun. Okay? So, if you look for the nouns first in this sentence, I think I can see 1 noun, 2, I can see 3 nouns. So the adjectives will come before a noun. So let's have a look. I think young. So the young boy. The boy is a noun. Young is describing how old the boy is. So he's a young boy. Okay, so I think that is an adjective. Hands. Hands are a noun. You can see them. And you're saying dirty. So I think dirty will be an adjective. Washed. I think that's a doing word, do you? So a verb. Warm. Warm is telling you what the water's like. Right? So warm will be describing word. Soap, I think, is a noun. Let's have a look if young, dirty and warm are correct. Oh, thank goodness for that. Yes, they are. Okay. Now, we're looking now to find a noun phrase, an expanded noun phrase, so it will have an adjective in it, okay? An injured man waits for the busy doctor to see him. Now I can see the nouns in that sentence. So we have man and doctor. So those are the nouns. If it was just a simple noun phrase, it would be a man. However, they've put an injured man. So that's an expanded noun phrase. And then they've got doctor, which is a noun. Simple noun phrase would be the doctor. They've expanded the noun phrase, so it's put, and then when they put busy in, so it's the busy doctor. Here we go. Okay. One of these has a noun phrase. Be really careful with this, okay? I'll read it. Roads are icy and it is dangerous to drive. Or the icy roads were treacherous this morning and people had to drive carefully. Which one do you think it is? I think it's B, because roads is actually the noun. If you put the roads, that would be a simple noun phrase, but they put the icy roads. So I think it's that one. Well done, I am right. Now in this one, there are two noun phrases, okay, in this sentence. I'll read it and then I'll tell you the answer, but hopefully you can shout it at me while I'm doing it. My new shoes were full of mud and grit, so I had to put on a battered old pair. Shoes are definitely a noun. So my new shoes would be the noun phrase. What would be another one? What about the pair of the battered old pair? Yeah, because again, although it hasn't said it's a pair of shoes, that's what you would know from reading it. So a battered old pair. So if you look at that, you can have more than one adjective. You can have two adjectives in an expanded noun phrase. I'm just going to do one here really quickly. It says here, pick one word from each column to create three different noun phrases. Right, I'm going to say the skinny, sharp knife. So as long as I put a comma in between shiny and sharp, that would be correct, and that would be an expanded noun phrase. You might be able to make another one up while you're listening to me, okay? They've got some broken old toys, a high stone wall, a long, sharp knife. Hey. And last one. It says here, James has been asked to underline the noun phrase in the sentence below. I screwed up the empty packet and threw it away. Is James correct? So look at it. What's the noun in that sentence? What could you say? I think it is packet. So that's definitely the noun. Is there a noun phrase there? We have an expanded noun phrase, the empty packet. I think he is correct. Yes, we've got it. Okay, right. Oh, let me come back to me. Hey, right then. So, come this way. So, that is explaining a little bit about expanded noun phrases. Now, you can also find a really silly little video from BBC Bitesize, explain again what noun phrases are. If I have not done very well, you can look at that. I would say click onto the link that I've put for Bitesize, because at the end of it there is actually only a 5-question quiz about expanded noun phrases. So it's quite good just to have a little go, see if you've sussed it, you know what an expanded noun phrase is. Right? There's some worksheets for you to have a go at. Most are just underlining the noun phrase. Okay, have a go, enjoy. I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.